So this is Charles Hamilton, Charlie Chick Hamilton, and we've been training in the gym for the last 6 days. Charlie, could you tell us a bit about yourself, just on your own weightlifting career?
Yep, I've been involved with weightlifting for the past 30 years. The first start it was the founder of the Commandant Weightlifting Club was a man called Bill Higgins, who founded the club in 1950. He was an ex-prisoner of war camp, and he used to go round about fetes and gala days demonstrating the sport of weightlifting. I was a young boy, a 14-year-old, and got a shot and got a hook on the weightlifting sport. He brought me in and coached me. When he passed away, his son came over running the gym and coached me to the Scottish champion, over 25 national titles. And also my highlight of my career was going to the Commonwealth Games in 1994. My best lifts is 122 snatch, 155 clean and jerk at 82.5 kilo body weight.
Okay. And with just when you were a lifter yourself, what was your most satisfying moment in weightlifting?
Competing in the Commonwealth Games, it was a highlight in my career. It was the atmosphere, the total friendship of the games is unbelievable, and the club has actually 4 representatives at the Commonwealth Games, so it's got a great rapport with the games, and I find that one of the most competitive event for a young kid to try and get to.
Okay, now we're just going to discuss how you set up your own weightlifting club and how you have developed kind of a culture of weightlifting within the club and managed to bring in all the kids and basically set up a club not from scratch, but...
In 2001, the founder's son, Jim Higgins, passed away. So the club was not but in its dire straits, but there were very few weightlifters coming through the doors. Sat in the bull with the horns. We moved from an old premises we were in to Shotley's School, which was an old secondary school we put in the basement. And what would happen there is we would open the fire exit doors, and all these kids from, you could say a kind of slightly deprived area, but not too bad kind of thing, and they come in and asked, can we get a shot at the gym, can we get a shot at weightlifting? And all of a sudden I had in between 20 and 25 kids snatching, clean and jerking.
Yeah.
Before we moved, we had the young boy Peter Wright we're going to talk about later on in the door, so these kids were looking up to him already at a very early age.
So Peter started when he was 12, and he had younger kids than that were...
They were at 8 and 9 years of age coming in the door, and they would come twice a week, and I would get them on fun orientated stuff, doing speed work with a weightlifter, an empty bar or a brush shaft. And now the wards we're reaping just now is with like Dale Cree, Craig Caffrey, been picked for GB under 17s, Graham Kane, Peter, hopefully go to the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah. And these are the lifters you started with originally?
Yeah.
And now they're lifting for Great Britain at various levels?
Yeah. And also we've got a good sturdy 5 girls been training for a long time as well.
Yeah.
Georgia Black is one who helps us out with coaching on the development side.
And she's, what age is she?
She's 19 now.
And what are her best lifts at what weight?
Our best lifts at 75 kilo is 72 snatch and 88 kilo clean and jerk.
Okay, and what other good girls would you have in the club?
The young ones is my daughter Antonia Hamilton, who's coming through. She's turned 16. She lifts in the 63 kilo class, poundages of 50 snatch and 58 kilo clean and jerk. We also have a young girl not long in, Connie England, who's only been training about 7 months, 8 months, 53 class, doing 38 snatch and 48 clean and jerk.
And what about young Jenna?
Young Jenna Neil, who's you'll see in some of the videos Barry has produced. She is 13 years of age, and she snatched PBs the other night there of 42 and clean and jerk 50 kilo at 53 kilo class. She's exceptional talent, and she'll come through the ranks very comfortable. She looks steady lifter and she'll keep coming on.
And for people who are either interested in starting up their own weightlifting club or who want to just evolve header weightlifting, kind of just I suppose adapt their weightlifting culture, what would you say the most important things are for people who want to bring in the kids, who want to who want to basically bring them up from kind of young child lifters to adult lifters?
The main thing, and I think that you've seen over the past 6 days training in the gym, it's fun orientated. although it's serious when the boys and girls are lifting heavy weights, but fun orientated at a very young level, and keep that, and you'll keep them coming in. As soon as you start being dictatorship with these kids, they just say, oh, I don't want this, you know what I mean? So that you can be serious and fun side of things,
Yeah.
and put it in the one, and you keep the kid there.
Yeah.
Producing wee competitions for the kids, producing them with wee medals every 4 or 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That keeps them an interest, keeps their parents, you see them progressing and getting there.
Yeah.
So I find that as a big.
Well, one thing I noticed being here is that even when you are not watching the lifters, and they don't kind of feel your presence, there's still a genuine sense of kind of competitive spirit, and they still kind of buzz off each other, if you will.
Yeah.
How do you think one could kind of promote that culture?
We try and encourage all the kids to help one another, even the weakest kid we've got,
Yeah.
who's technically not sound. We make sure all the kids the boy or girl on
Yeah.
to do that. So then when we go away to competitions, we get them to encourage even other people for different clubs and all that. And that's how I think in the Commander Weightlifting Club situation, the club has got a great rapport worldwide with that friendship kind of thing, no? And if we can create it in the young kids, they'll take it through to adulthood. And again, we talk about the older lifters who are, you have met them yourselves, in the Worlds and Europeans, and they're full of fun. They want to be a part of everything, and it's not just about them. They want to encourage you. You see Peter in the warm-up helping you to encourage you before you go, and he's maybe going out for new British records himself. So I think that's a thing you've got to create. You can't. There's no one person bigger in the club. So we always say that. As soon as you create somebody, say they become Commonwealth Games champion, that'll not change Peter McBride if you can create that. He'll be brought back down, and he'll be back in. He'll be tidying the gym up, sweeping up if I ask him. And as soon as you create somebody to be better, who thinks they're better in the gym, well, they're not a team player.
Did Alex Ferguson learn off you?
Eh?
Did Alex Ferguson learn off you?
People have quoted on me and saying you're a bit like Alex Ferguson. No, but they're nobody bigger in the club. No, they're a comment on a write-up up there. I'll show you later on, where they put me down as the Mr. Gene Brody of weightlifting in a national paper a couple of years ago, because what we were doing with the likes of the young kids. No.
Yeah.
So it is.
Okay. We'll leave that first part there.